and racing now. And one of the first to come out was Start over near the inside. Fastness Scattergun began okay. Brave Lancer, King Latimus, Rampant Line, Exalted Time going forward with Zarveed upstage. Diamonds on the inside, so Sensible Pentathon. Then Sculptor, Hello Possums, Ice Chariot gets back with Bicky Tin Blues, Phantom Agent, Devastating, and Macola Lass goes to the tail. At the line, 2,000 metres to go, and Start is the leader, joined by Diamonds on the inside. Exalted Time is third, upstage fourth, a little bit deep, and Rampant Line is racing fifth, close to the rails. A couple to Scattergun on the inside of Brave Lancer. Another 2 lengths further back is King Latimus from Bicky Tin Blues, Brave Lancer. Ice Chariot close to the fence from Phantom Agent, Zarveed, and then comes Fastest, Macola Lass. And last of all, Hello Possums as they swing for home. 4.25 to go on the cup. Start the leader from Rampant Line upstage. Pentathon running a big race under his weight near the fence. Then King Latimus, Scattergun, so Sensible, and Sculptor coming down the outside, and so is Phantom Agent. Start in front at the 200. King Latimus and Scattergun's coming up on the outside. King Latimus went to the lead at the 100 metres mark. Scattergun's trying to get after King Latimus, but he's finding plenty King Latimus. He's in front of Scattergun and Start, and King Latimus takes out the cup from Scattergun. Start third, Sculptor fourth. The next Rampant Line, Pentathon.
Yeah, blessed win there for Kenny Pope, the local trainer and jockey combination becoming hometown heroes, Richie.
Yeah, good performance, King Latimus. He was beaten at the Sunshine Coast last start out by Devastating. He turned that form around. Before that, he was beaten at Rockhampton in the Cup by Addervale Hornet. While Addervale Hornet was winning an Open at the Gold Coast yesterday, this fellow was up there winning the big Callendar City Cup. Good ride, Kenny Pope. He's been around a while now, one of the characters of racing, and I would have loved to have a piece of that trifecta, and King Latimus. Big odds. Scattergun was big odds. It's been out of form. And also Start, who surprisingly started big odds, considering Start's form was all around the Ipswich Cup, where he was run down by Sculptor. At Rose Hill, he was run down by Newport. I thought his form was pretty good, and he started big odds.
Yeah, absolutely. Carted them up. Didn't actually jump out Start and lead by the 5 and 6 and sometimes 20 lengths we've seen in the past, Richie.
No, but he's an honest horse. But all honours with the winner. They all had their chance, a mile and a half. The track was heavy, and it was who handled the track. The winner handled it the best.
Just marking time. Gates open, off and racing. Gee, it was a great start out. Curb Your Enthusiasm from the outside was the first to go and will rush straight to the lead. Tender Countdown goes into second spot, and Our Lord Monty's going to settle third, followed by Reverenza. Telegram not far away, and Diamond Cove smoothing along the fence, followed by G.I. Jane, Stormhill. Maasai Pride settling a little bit better than midfield on the inside of Vocalic, followed by Rags to Riches. And then comes Mr. Hornblower. He's getting back in the field, so too is Hard to Cat, Magic, Marvo, Hannah Rossa, and they're followed then by Amy J. Power, Tropical Express getting back, and so is Malta Smart and Mighty Magic, Marvo, and Willie Lake has got 5 behind him. At the 700, and G.I. Jane's the leader. Tender Countdown second, Diamond Cove third from Curb Your Enthusiasm, Our Lord Monty, Telegram, Maasai Pride, Reverenza. Then comes Stormhill, followed then by Amy J. Power, Rags to Riches, Hannah Rossa, Vocalic. Hard to Catch, Malta next on the inside, and then Mr. Hornblower, who's a long way back as they corner. G.I. Jane at the 400 in front by a length. Diamond Cove second, Tender Countdown next on the outside. Our Lord Monty, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and here comes Willie Liker down the outside with Tropical Express. Tender Countdown got the G.I. Jane, Diamond Cove, and Tropical Express and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Tender Countdown is the leader with 100 metres to go. Our Lord Monty, G.I. Jane kicking again. Tender Countdown's just in front. Hard to Catch has come from nowhere. Oh, it's a big finish. Tender Countdown, Hard to Catch, Our Lord Monty, G.I. Jane inches away.
A big go there, dramatic finish there, and a blanket finish at the line, Rich.
You can barely see Hard to Catch. He's in the middle there, and he just bobs his head right through right there, and Brad Stewart and Paddy Duff say, thank you, wham, bam, thank you, man. It's the horse getting through in the board, just outside Tender Countdown. You'll see its nose in a minute. There's Scotty Galloway on Tender Countdown. Here comes the winner through the middle, Hard to Catch. And when the judge said that'll do, it was Hard to Catch who got the money from the horse on his outside, immediate outside, which is Our Lord Monty, who had turned in an awful performance only last week in the Tats Mile. Turned that around yesterday, and at Tender Countdown. I tell you what, I doubt there's a more honest horse going around in town. I thought he was home for all money for John McBurney. But Hard to Catch, look, Pat Duff, he does a super job with all his team. And look, Brad Stewart, a good rider. He had the choice on that many occasions to go back inside And he said, well, I'm going there. I'm just tipping. I'm not going to win because it's not the best ground. He persisted to keep easing, and he finally got the gap where he wanted to, outside of 10 to countdown, and he got the bob through. Hard to catch. He's been an honest horse throughout his career.
And certainly over the carnival as well, hasn't he?
He certainly has. Yeah. And Pat Duff, we've seen Pat in Sydney a long time. He's been around a while too, Pat, and he deserves it. Hard to catch, probably deserves it. I don't know whether he's up to
Epsom.
Yeah, the two favourites, Show of Fire on the inside, a Sequential Charm, and then comes Chicken Bob, followed by Tayriana. Barina's out deep on the track from Winmara, and Playground Express is last. They're at the 600 coming to the turn, and Danehill Princess, the leader by 2. Scoot second, Kenny's Rose third from Walk of Fame, and then Maslin's Beach, Napa Tandy, Show of Fire and Sequential Charm behind those from Tayriana and Barina as they corner. Danehill Princess past the 400, out by 2. Scoot in second spot, Maslin's Beach. Sequential Charm is coming through the field, and Show of Fire's not with us at the moment to the 200. Maslin's Beach went up. Sequential Charm tried to get between them. Scoot and Danehill Prince still there, but Maslin's Beach went to the lead. Sequential Charm ran in on top of a couple of them, but Maslin's Beach raced away from Sequential Charm, and Maslin's Beach won easily. Sequential Charm second, Danehill Princess third, Scoot fourth, then Barina.
Yes, D. Oliver made the call, and Corey Brown was the one who was rewarded in the end with Anthony Cummings, and major interference in this race, mate.
Yeah, there was interference, and God bless Clary Connors. You never get anything unless you ask. Clary and Jason Taylor and Danehill Princess protested. There was more hope of me running a 2-minute mile than that protest being upheld. Corey Brown was fined $500 and suspended for 7 meetings. You see the winner is in the yellow with the red hat. The horse inside the yellow with the blue cap, that's Danehill Princess. Corey Brown comes in, there's no doubt about that in a moment, and cops a severe interference when he went past them right here. But a protest, third against first, being upheld when Maslin's Beach went past and as if the horses were stapled to the ground.
Cold, didn't he?
There was not even I thought it was a frivolous, but obviously there was interference, but there was no hope in the entire world the protest was going to be upheld. The best horse won the race, Maslin's Beach. She's always had the ability. She's won 3 from 10 now. And another filly by Flying Spur.
Unbeaten, still over jumps, but does a 10 in at the end of the race.
Here's the Grand National though. Summer Bent, well, I think you know the colours now. The Aquanita Blue in front.
Well, Forest Knight's improved. He's gone past Gino Ladd as they start their descent up to the third of the flight. Summer Bent in front. Goes away by a length and a half. Swift Rule, Pantani, the two greys make a spectacle second and third. 3 away, Hasta Manana, and Forest Knight slips up on the inside of Desert Heiress. Anyone we know, Pay the Aces, drag back now. He's second last, and Gino Ladd about to start a move. On top of the hill at flight number 11, Summer Bent, he's a real dasher. He's in front, got through by a length and a half. Swift Rule and Pantani with Hasta Manana going up fourth. Here's the next one on the hill. Summer Bent through it well. Pantani ran to second from Swift Rule. Forest Knight, Scott's improving all of the time as they come downhill with Hasta Manana. Anyone we know goes up on the inside and now comes around the hills of Forest Knight. Gino Ladd next. They were followed by Desert Heiress, and Pay the Aces has run his race in the National. 3 to get over. Summer Bent under the 68 in front. He's going well. He's 3/4 on. Pantani stalking hard. His stablemate Hasta Manana third from Swift Rule. Gino Ladd. Forest Knight's in traffic on the fence from anyone we know. Third last flight. Summer Bent comes to it. Oh, he got half off balance at it. Nearly turned himself inside out, but he leads Pantani, and Gino Ladd is coming home strongly. Hasta Manana next, and Forest Knight's going to have to pull out a Herculean performance. On the bend, 2 to go, and it's McLean in front on Summer Bent. Gino Ladd for Willie Harnett, the 6-year-old, going after him, and they're going to settle down to fight it out from Hasta Manana, Pantani and Forest Knight. Here's the second last flight, number 14. Summer Bent in front. Gino Ladd goes after him, but Summer Bent's got courage aplenty. He's still in front. McLean had a peep over his shoulder. Gino Ladd's trying to get to him, but Summer Bent's rallying strongly. He's raced away in the National with 1 to go. Summer Bent gets to it. He's very tired. He's on weary legs, but he's got plenty of courage, Summer Bent, and he's racing away from Gino Ladd. Summer Bent, he's the gun chaser. He comes away in the hurdle and wins the National by 2.5 lengths to Gino Ladd. A great go third.
Well, fantastic performance there by Summer Bent, making it 7 straight, and you got much better than the 360 with the bookies. They bet 480, you wouldn't believe it, for Brad McLean and Robert Smurd and Gino Ladd and Pantani in the placings, but they all had their chance to beat the Son of Distorted Humour. They couldn't do so. There's some great scenes afterwards. A great bunch of lads race this horses, led by Mike Simons from the Melbourne Racing Club. Mike rode him home well. I think he wished he was Brad McLean. He wasn't. Brad's right here now. Brad, they are a good bunch of owners, aren't they?
Terrific bunch of people, and it's great to get a big race under the belt like that for them.
And I think you play a much bigger role in today's win than the most think. You had to talk everybody into running this horse.
No, I reckon they got a bit carried away there. I think they were going to use me as a scapegoat if we got beat, but I had no doubt he'd run out the trip, and I just told them the truth, what I thought, and they ended up making the final decision, so full credit to them.
The key's been to get this horse to settle. Did he settle a lot better today for you?
He settled well. You can't choke the horse down, and we got a nice suck along up the hill the first time, which was handy, and he strolled into the straight the first time round, head on the chest, so to speak, and travelling just nice, and he didn't get an easy time in front, but no. He fought the race out beautifully.
And obviously some good scenes we just saw there. All the boys can give you a pat on the back.
Yes.
68 kilos today. It's a great effort. Did he feel as though he was getting a bit weary there with it?
He was. We got to the last. It didn't come up real well, and I didn't want to ask him for too much there, and we scrambled through it all right, lost a bit of momentum, but as soon as I asked him to really go, he dug deep and got the job done.
That's a decent salute there.
Yeah, we waited till after the line today,
no problem.
It was good.
Like the last time we spoke to you after you won here, you're off to the footy, but no luxury tonight, is there?
No, we're off to Hamilton tomorrow, so I'll head down to the hometown of Warrnambool tonight, and we'll have a few quiet ones down there.
And his next task will be the Hiskin steeplechase. How will he go at the bigger fences?
Well, we'll see how he pulls up after today, but they tend to jump the steeples better after a good grounding over the hurdles, and I couldn't see it being a concern.
Oh, well, enjoy the win tonight, and a great moment for you.
No worries, thanks very much.
Brad McLean, winning jockey here. Robert Smurden was the winning trainer. Robert, what an exciting horse he is.
Yeah, look, today was a super effort. I mean, I came here thinking he probably couldn't win realistically, with the weight of history and having to carry that weight, but geez, you gotta admire the horse for that. And the jock. I think the jock did a good job today. Very cool head in the circumstance.
We spoke to you after the Shell. You said, no, I won't be here for the Grand National. What transpired in the meantime?
It was all about Brad McLean. He just, after his last win, when he had a drink with the owners later, he said, fellas, he said, I'm telling you, he will run the distance. He said, he's hit the line so strong and he wasn't finished. Whereas last year he was a different horse. This year, and Brad convinced him. He said, I had my doubts. We said it was too far for him, apart from the handicap. And no, it was all about Brad's faith in the horse, I suppose.
Now, there's a $100,000 bonus if you go to the Hiskin steeplechase. There'll be some fast talking here, I'd imagine.
I reckon we might spill a bit of beer for a while, but it's you've got to consider it.
A great bunch in this horse. Mike Simons, of course, from Melbourne Racing Club, and a good young bunch of boys with it.